So I stumbled across Russia's new sniper rifle, and we're going to talk about it for a little bit. Just kind of go over some of the features, take a look at it, what I ultimately think of it, and if you'd like to help support the channel, you can buy a Freedom Beanie from ShopOnlyTacticalFans.com, or you can even buy an Only Tactical Fans Freedom Patch that has a Velcro backing. You can use to stick directly to the Cool Kids gear, and every dollar I get from these sales, I'm going to take and I'm going to shove it directly up into my bank account. And that is honestly the best way to help support the channel. You get a little something, I get a little something, everybody wins, we're all happy. So, the actual manufacturer of this rifle I'm struggling with. I'm seeing it quoted from Tula to all these different companies. I don't understand how Russian manufacturing works. For all I know, like, the main company is called like Tula, and it's a subsidiary company, kind of like in America if it's a Remington firearm. Well, it's not really Remington because Remington don't own it anymore. It's this company, which is also a part of this company, which is a part of like Freedom Group, and it's all weird. So I'm not really sure who makes the rifle. We're just going to go with Tula because that's a name we all know. We've all bought their ammo before. Unfortunately, we usually regret it, but that's not the point. The point is this rifle. So the military version is called OTS-129. The civilian version of it is the MTS-566. From what I understand, the difference between the military and the civilian version is the civilian version has a fake silencer on it. So, not really much of a difference there. We are chambered in 7.62 by 51 NATO. Excellent choice for a cartridge. Just because it's such a common cartridge, it's literally everywhere. Plus, you can buy it in like every single grain weight from like 110 all the way up to like 180. You can get marksman ammo from it. You can get AP ammunition for it. Like, you can pretty much get whatever you want. The rifle weighs 11.11 pounds, which isn't that bad. When you're talking about a semi-automatic sniper rifle, 11.11 pounds is pretty damn good. You got a 24.4-inch barrel. That's honestly really good. The biggest I've ever really think I've seen out of a 308 is like a 26. So you're basically utilizing the cartridge's full potential. Yes, in America with our 308s we typically run about 20 because you're not really losing a lot chopping off that extra 4 inches except for mobility. They're going all the way trying to get the maximum potential out of that particular cartridge. Which is a pretty damn good idea. Overall length, 46.5 inches. Not that bad at all. It comes with backup iron sights, a folding stock, which that... My experience with the SCAR, yeah, the folding stock is really nice. When you're going through the brush and that, being able to fold it up and put it on your back, so the only thing you got sticking out is like a little bit of barrel right here. Oh, that's so nice. Instead of having like a full-length gun, you're trying to push through the brush like this, or it's on your back and it's getting caught up here and it's getting caught down there. Not cool. It's really nice to be able to fold up along your firearms. You're looking at a full-length monolithic rail across the top, which is ideal if you want to run like thermal or night vision, because you just got to have that rail, keep everything zeroed, keep everything in line. You're not worried about a shifty handguard or anything like that. Slip over silencer. Really reminds me of like the American M110. Actually, a lot of this rifle, you see a lot of cues from so many different rifles. So you got like the side charging handle, like an AK or a SCAR 17. The safety's kind of in a weird position. As you'll notice, it's right behind the trigger there. Not the worst position ever. It's not like a Dragunov where it's like way up front and you have to like break your hand position, which isn't cool. So the safety's in a better spot than I typically see on Russian rifles, so that ain't bad. The magazine comes straight out, which is a massive improvement. For whatever reason, Russia had a hard-on for Rock and Lock, which is a stupid design. So, way better. You know, we abandoned the Rock and Lock back in, what, the 50s? They're just now catching up, but they're behind the curve on pretty much everything. It appears to have a free-floated barrel. It is an external piston-operated system. Not the best system for this type of rifle, but it's not bad. This will work. The silencer, depending on exactly how it's put together, I wasn't able to find a cutaway or anything like that. But chances are it goes over the barrel. So then you have a huge expansion chamber back here, and then your baffles up front, so it's probably incredibly quiet. Here's actually a video of them shooting the rifle.
Работает. Есть попадание.
Now, it's not a brand new rifle, but this is the first time I've ever actually seen like a video of the military shooting it or something like that, so it does appear they've taken this rifle. So what do I think about it? Well, first things first, because it looks like, again, the manufacturing is weird, looks like it may be related to Tula, it's probably crazy affordable. Yeah, we have some better rifles, but you know what? Affordability wins in the end.
All wars are about competition in production. The side that can produce more is always going to triumph.
Because it doesn't matter on the specific outcome of a specific battle. The question is, like for example with our M110, if we would have went with Armor Light, which was like 10 times cheaper, is it better to have one Marine sniper or 10 Marine snipers? Obviously 10 Marine snipers is going to win every single time. So with them going with probably this rifle, it's hard to say. It really is. I couldn't find any realistic prices or anything like that. Probably in Russia, this is like maybe a $700 rifle, $800 rifle. They could pump these out really, really quick. And looking at the overall design of the firearm, it doesn't look that complicated. It looks like it'd be real simple and real fast to build. This would be a rifle that would probably be prolific in any kind of war because of how fast and how cheap it could be manufactured. So I believe they get an A+ for that, for simplicity and cost and ease of manufacturing.
It may sound strange, but modern wars, they're not won by battles, they're won by factories.
Now, the real question is, does it actually shoot sub-MOA? I don't know. I don't have the opportunity to test one. I'm guessing it does. I mean, we're looking at 7.62 by 51. You can get damn good, off-the-shelf, factory marksman ammunition for that. So the ammunition is more than capable. The barrel's free-floated. There really isn't a reason it shouldn't shoot sub-MOA unless they totally just botched up the barrel manufacturing process and like the rifle is like shoots off to like one side or something like that, which I doubt. As long as you'd be getting like baffle strikes on your really long silencer. Do I think this was a good choice for Russia? Yes, most definitely. Contrary to what Call of Duty will make you think, the SVD/Dragunov is not a sniper rifle. It is at best a marksman rifle. I would say probably more in the battle rifle realm, just because of the ridiculously terrible accuracy. Yeah, I know you can jump on the internet. Yeah, I know there will be people on there that'll be like, my SVD gets 1 MOA or 1.5 MOA. 1.5 MOA is the average. You know what? I've watched several people, accomplished shooters, shoot this rifle, and they are not getting 1 MOA or 1.5 MOA. Usually when somebody gets those kind of numbers, it's 3 shots, not 5, not 10, 3 shots in a controlled environment, sandbagged up, on the bench, absolute best case scenario.
And the one that everybody's waiting for, I'm sure. Drum roll, please. The SVD. 1 3/8 of an inch.
Now, the rule for sniper rifles is sub-MOA. You gotta have sub-MOA because you know what? When the real world kicks in and environmentals kick in, that's gonna at least double. So let's pretend absolutely best case scenario, 1.5 MOA, double it, that's 3 MOA, which is about what I'm seeing. Typically, people start missing at about 500 yards on a human-sized target. We're looking at about 18 inches from shoulder to shoulder. 18 divided by 5, you're looking at 3 to 5 MOA rifle. That's the rule. The exception is the 1.5 MOA, that's not what you're going to see. You're going to see 3 to 5 MOA.
505 yards. Let's give it a go. Impact, upper left shoulder.
Upper left? Okay.
Yep. So come down just a tip, just a little bit, and then right just a touch. Impact, that hit the other shoulder. So I think you're starting to approach kind of the limits of the accuracy of that round.
Yeah.
All right, send it again.
Off the right edge.
think that was also off the right edge. Impact.
Which, not a big deal. Remember, this came out in 1963. However, the introduction in 1972 of the PSG-1 that consistently shot sub-MOA in best case scenario made this rifle obsolete. Because before the PSG-1, if you wanted to be sub-MOA, if you wanted to have a sniper rifle, bolt action. That was your only choice. But then H&K came out with the PSG-1, showed that yes, you can in fact make a semi-auto sub-MOA, therefore you can in fact have a semi-automatic sniper rifle. So there's no excuse past 1972 to call any semi-automatic, even really a DMR, that shoots over sub-MOA, because the PSG-1 makes them all obsolete. And they've been doing it since 1972. So it's kind of crazy just now Russia decided to finally step into the modern times. And they really did with this rifle. Like, this is a very modern rifle. Yeah, I know quad rails are obsolete. I know, like, just the over design looks crude. However, it hits what needs to be hit. Monolithic upper rail. Free floated barrel. The ability to attach a silencer to it. Ease of manufacturing. Straight in magazine. Safety in an actual, like, sensible spot, not way up in the front of the rifle. So yeah, overall, I do approve of this rifle. We'll have to see how it does on the battlefield. Obviously, it's being tested right now. Again, I don't have an opinion one way or the other with the Ukraine thing, so don't try to say that this is some sort of opinion here. This is specifically about the rifle. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching my video. If you'd like to help support the channel, again, shoponlytacticalfans.com, or I have affiliate links in the description down below just by clicking on those particular links. Even if you don't purchase what those particular links are for, just clicking on it and doing the Amazon shopping you were already going to do anyway, I'll kick back for it because you came there off my channel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.